In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create tabs using the Pathfinder tool. Start by drawing the rectangle that you want. So I want my rectangle to be 80 by 120. So this one is going to have some slots in it that I can then put the tabs into. So my slots, I'll start by doing clicking, and I want my slot to be 3 millimeters wide and 20 millimeters high. Okay, and I'm going to use the black selection arrow to move my slot into place. Now my grid is behind my drawing, which is a little annoying. I'd really like the grid to be over the top so it's easier for me to locate the slot exactly where I want it to be. To do that, go to Edit, Preferences, Guides and Grids, and uncheck this box, Grids in Back. Click OK, and your grid should now be over the top of your drawing. Black selection arrow, and I'm also going to zoom in a little more because I'm quite zoomed out. And you can see here that I handily placed my rectangle in the correct place. So I want to be 3 millimeters in from the edge of my rectangle, my drawn rectangle, and I want it to be 20 millimeters down from the top. Zoom out so we can see the whole of the rectangle. So in this next bit, I want to copy this slot here, Control C, Control V, and then I want to move this one down to the bottom, and again I'm going to zoom in just to check that I've located it correctly. 3 millimeters in from the edge and 20 millimeters up from the bottom. So when the laser cutter, when I upload or download this to the laser cutter so that it can cut my material, because it's a continuous shape, it'll actually cut it in a hole. I don't need to remove that material. But what I need to do is create the notches or the tabs on the other pieces that are going to slot into these holes. So to do that, I'm going to draw another rectangle next to it. And I want this rectangle to be 30 millimeters by 120 millimeters. And I'm going to use exactly the same rectangle to create my tab as I have to create my notch. So this tab will, when it's cut out and inserted into this hole, will be flush with the back of the material. And so because my material is 3 millimeters thick, I'm making the tab 3 millimeters. So I'm going to copy the rectangle, paste it, and now I'm going to locate it exactly in line with the slot that I cut in the first piece. Copy, paste, same thing to line up with the other one. They line up exactly. Now the laser cutter will read this line here as a cut, and we don't really want to cut our tab off that we've just spent a lot of time creating. So using the black selection arrow, select all of those components, go to the first shape mode in your Pathfinder palette, Unite, click on that, and you have created tabs that will slot nicely into the holes that you've created in the other piece. Again, this is for demonstration purposes only, and you need to modify this design to suit your chair design.